Hi, and welcome to the Self-Help Bookshelf. Today, I am doing an interview with Rory Lemon about the book that he is releasing today, because when you see this, it will be Saturday, and his book is now available. So let's crack on with this. Hi, Rory.
Hello.
How do you feel being a published author? Your book will be out now.
There's a feeling of excitement and anticipation at the same time. There's a feeling of almost unbelievableness about it because it's not something that I really felt was uh, necessarily possible straight away. And so the fact that it's happened so quickly is absolutely brilliant.
That's amazing. And so, congratulations from me today because of all the incredible work you've put in. So, I think it's a good time to tell everybody the title of your book if they haven't caught up with it already.
Was it? Yeah, NeuroCreative Recollections, the pros and cons of intentional brain bending brilliance, Volume 1.
I love that. Volume 1. Did you hear that? There's more to come. No, congratulations, Rory. It is incredible. And talking about the title, NeuroCreative Recollections, let's start with that and tell everyone a little bit about where that title has come from and what that can give them as an expectation from your book.
The, let's just say that the recollections part is a really lovely word because I used to like collecting vinyl and collecting things until I got to a point where it was probably best I didn't carry on in some ways, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do other things in life. So, but yeah, but the idea of collecting things and having interest in stuff and it being part of recall to do with um, reflecting on stuff and deep mental musings and the ways in which I didn't feel like I knew how to communicate verbally in the past through challenges with neurodivergence, dyslexia, and undiagnosed ADHD and potential autistic traits too. So all of this through talking with so many others that also struggle with these things, either diagnosed or undiagnosed, or knowingly or unknowingly suspecting. Through my time in the last 2 to 3 years of absolutely dedicated, solid connecting with people and talking about their stories. I deliberately picked a spot, almost like genres of music period, and so I went from 2008 to 2021 with the stuff that I've been writing to show the lead up to the point where um, I'll carry on with the other volume 2 and 3.
Wow.
So the part of this was the fact that I was had such a reflective mind and would play around with words through not believing that it was or seeing that people words actually when someone's potentially argues that, oh, that's not how you particularly spell something properly, or this or that, and
Mm.
actually the only reason why something is spelled properly is because it's been popularized and decided upon and was invented at some point for that reference point. So if you look at old Latin text or no or old English text, we don't speak like ye the old texts anymore. So it's constantly evolving and constantly being revised anyway. So I was always on a word, I always love mixing titles up and words together. So that's the inspiration for it, and I call it neurocreativity because it's about how we access our minds and what we do with them that's most important. Or lay down either more of the same or new habits, or at least keep going with the old habits. And uh, there's diversity, which is what we call neurodiversity, to look at a spectrum of how we react and respond and learn to our environment. And then the other side of that is we're constantly looking for what includes inclusivity, which would bring us all together, understanding our diversity as well as our inclusion. And in the center, I think is the key is understanding creativity not from a output artist, here's my work kind of thing, but as in the actual process of creativity to appreciate that our free will take intelligences, ideas from in different intelligences, and then come up with things. And that's just the magic of being human in itself, really.
Oh, brilliant, Rory. Yeah, that is such a beautiful collection too. And like you say, with all the creative words and sentences you've put together, like you said, the pros and cons really does fit it as a beautiful subtitle as well. Yes, the pros and cons, I love the subtitle as well, Brain Bending Brilliance. And as a book mentor, I have to say this, right? One of my jobs is to help you structure your book and to follow a set of protocols so that when you upload it to Amazon, it doesn't get rejected. And being a brain-bending, brilliant book, Rory threw all the rule books out the windows while also trying to keep all of mine intact. And somehow this book has come together in the most incredible way. It is not your average book, but it still follows the rules of a book. And it has been an absolute delight working on this with you. And that includes things like throwing all page numbers out, so there's no page numbers. What was the reason for not wanting page numbers for a start?
Good, great question. I just wanted it to be more of a flipping great book.
And it
uh,
is, and it is.
so yeah, just to be able to flip through and pick something that you like and more like a reference book, but also have a sense of feel that it can be looked at through from start to finish. But there's one pages with photos, and then there's also double pager um, uh, things that poems and quotes that and writings that kind of flow into each other too, that are complete in that way. And yeah, yeah, that's why. And
Oh, fantastic. Good answer. And because it's not a classic textbook, is it? It's like you say, it's memes and things that you've written over years, but it's a graphics book. So every page has got a different poem, different graphics, different photo. You have still created this incredible consistency through the book. But the brain bending parts, oh my goodness, we even went onto the cover but from cover to cover, Rory's consistency in this is incredible. And one of the things that we first talked about when when you were putting the book together, the first conversation was about the essence of the book. And it has astonished me how much you literally have put that into every single element of this book, including the four-word foreword. Do you want to tell people a little about that?
sure, yeah. So um we were coming up with an idea for the forward, and I did want to have a forward, and it just came to me to like how can I make it fun and again one of the things the themes around this is yes to look at how to inspire through challenges of the past and be authentically creative and also be consistent with a set. It's almost like yeah, the connotations behind the whole vibe of it is to present in a way in which how neuro creatives that maybe do struggle with too much verbal communication but do want to express themselves and how to potentially build upon something interesting. So and yeah, I really did feel like it wanted to have a sense of fun and joy and inspiration alongside it all. So yeah, I just thought, what would be the easiest, quickest way? And this is one of the coaching tools I often bring to those that are, have mental scatter and want to get out of procrastination. Is often that there's too many roadblocks or reasons why, easy reasons why the focus gets lost. So how to make it simple, small, sure, and significant
Yeah.
in terms of what action could be taken to make something happen. And this is a great testament to it because I reached out to a wonderful lady who is a neuroscience based coach. She trains coach trainers, and it's incredible because it's the coaching modality that helped me through my own uh, um, embodied struggles, emotional struggles, not just being in part of the mind, but also, in the body too, and connected to the heart and the gut brains and the decision making processes. So the modality that she teaches and constantly researches, she she agreed to be my forward person. and and I thought, well, what would be the quickest way of doing this? What if it was a four-word forward? And then obviously I didn't just constrict it to only 4 words, but it was an easy way to just play around with it and get something. So if it was 4 words, that would be even more funny. But it ended up being a four-worded themed forward, and just so beautifully written. I'm so pleased about it. And the fact that we made it so simple, fun, short, and significant to make, I got it back within 3 hours
Oh,
of asking her and sending. Oh, maybe there was a couple of messages between, but as soon as she said she agreed to it, she was able to write something and send it to me back within that time frame. So it was that quick.
and it was absolutely beautifully done, perfectly. Like she understood, even without seeing the book, what you wanted. We've got the book here at 11 o'clock today when we're doing the panel interview with Emma as well. Might be a good idea to read that out.
Yes,
Do that's
lovely.
reading. Yay. Depends on whether you want to read it off screen or me out of the paperback, because Rory's traveling at the moment and going from place to place, his proof copy is on its way here so that I can show you rather than it floating around wherever Amazon tries to find Rory at the moment. And that is, I think that's pretty much it, apart from the Kindle. Oh, the Kindle. There is something slightly different with the Kindle. So I don't know if you want to explain to people how you've been creative and playful with the Kindle as well.
Oh, yeah. So the Kindle,
Going back to
the Ki-
page numbers.
yeah, the Kindle doesn't have page numbers, but it does have a index or contents in
Table of
contents
contents, yeah. Yeah.
table of contents that is just nicely titled in the way whichever way I felt fit at the time to give them all names and reference points throughout the book. So yeah, that's a really fun thing to explore as a unique Kindle experience.
Yeah, I thought that was great fun because I ended up on screen with Rory while he was doing this because we were going to upload the Kindle and then this kind of happened. So yeah, every poem and every photograph is like you say named. And so instead of flipping the book and just seeing where you land, you literally open the Kindle and just randomly pick something you like the look of on the table of contents. It kind of gives the same experience, but in a different way. So yeah, that was tremendous fun, just watching you put all that together. Some very intriguing titles in there as well. More brain bending brilliance. And it was honestly the essence of you that's gone into that from cover to cover or from first to last page of Kindle has been absolutely amazing. And honestly, as a book mentor, it's taught me some lessons along the way, things that I would not have thought possible. And yet we've still managed to get it uploaded, and Amazon did not reject it. They've accepted it, it's up there, and you can pre-order. Actually, no, pre-order. This is Saturday, you're watching this. No, forget the pre-order. Go and buy it today. Go and buy it. Go and buy it. So, yes, it's
Yay.
available. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, thank you everybody to watching. And well done, Rory. Honestly, congratulations. You are a published author. Yay.
Yeah, amazing. And yeah, I wanted to say thanks so much, Kay, for all your help. It's been brilliant. And as I say, without that step by step, but it wasn't just step by step, it was also just being able to know each step and do it in a simple way. It's just from start to finish, the whole process is it's been, all I've had to do is notice where I might get a little bit of overwhelm about how to do this, but then I just get on with it and it's just done, and within less than 90 days it's been out and it's incredible. So anyone anyone watching this who wants to write a book, please get in touch with Kay. She's awesome. And
Oh,
yeah, and together with all this, it's I think it's just so important because mental health these days is so uh, misunderstood still. Even though it's starting to be more understood, it can actually be more confusing at these times. So please bear in mind that it's not, it's the fun is there, and it's and underlyingly that's actually an interesting way of how we can actually get through this is to look for the fun and the excitement. So so yeah, it's got a deeper message, but at the same time, let's make it fun as well. So thank you.
that's all right. And I think, sorry, on a final note, that really is the essence of your book, is having fun, but at the same time, every single poem or verse in there, or prose, it's not even poetry in the literal sense, it's like you say, pros and cons. But every thought and reflection through that book, as I was working through it with you, I don't think there was a single one where it didn't make me think of something in my life and what that meant to me as an individual, even though it's your words. And I think the fun part is great because we all need a balance. And like you say, mental health is so important. But it does need to be balanced with the fun and then reflective and thoughtfulness versus taking action and days to just sit and process. And your book really does bring that fun while still giving all of that reflection. And yeah, I certainly had a good laugh working on it with you. And yeah, it's been incredible. So well done, Rory, and thank you. Thank you to everybody. It is on Amazon. It is live. Go and get a copy and have some
Yay!
fun. Yay. Bye bye.
Cheers, everyone.
The 11 o'clock live on YouTube.